NASA delays human moon landing to 2028. Prioritizing incremental testing, NASA has announced a significant shift in its Artemis program, pushing back the timeline for a human return to the moon's surface to 2028. The decision comes amid persistent technical challenges, safety concerns, and a recognition that the original plan was overly ambitious. This change means the Artemis III mission, initially slated as the next crewed lunar landing, will instead focus on low Earth orbit testing of critical technologies starting in mid-2027. Addressing technical hurdles and safety, concerns the decision to delay stems from multiple setbacks, including recent issues with the Artemis II mission, a planned flyby of the moon. A blockage in the rocket's helium flow and previous hydrogen leaks forced a postponement of its launch to April at the earliest. The Independent Aerospace Safety Advisory Panel has been blunt in its criticism, labeling NASA's current plans as too risky. The agency's administrator, Jardis Ackman, acknowledges that a more cautious approach is necessary. Everybody agrees this is the only way forward. We've got to get back to basics. A phased approach to lunar return. NASA will now introduce at least one additional uncrewed moon flight before attempting a landing. This phased approach mirrors the original Apollo program, which included 3 separate missions before Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin first walked on the moon in 1969. The revised plan aims to de-risk the mission by allowing engineers to gain critical flight experience with the complex advanced systems. Artemis II, now delayed, will still send 4 astronauts on a 10-day journey around the moon, pushing the boundaries of space travel beyond the record set by Apollo 13 in 1970. Following successful testing, Artemis IV is currently slated for a lunar landing in 2028, with subsequent missions planned annually. Why this matters? A shift in strategy. The delay is not just about technical fixes, it's a fundamental shift in NASA's strategy. The agency is moving away from high-risk, all-or-nothing approaches towards a more iterative, data-driven process. This is crucial for long-term sustainability and safety. The moon landing is no longer the immediate goal. Rather, it's a stepping stone towards establishing a permanent presence on the lunar surface and eventually using the moon as a staging ground for missions to Mars. The South Pole remains the target landing site, driven by the potential for water ice deposits and long-term habitation. The revised timeline reflects a more realistic assessment of the challenges involved, ensuring that NASA prioritizes safety and reliability over speed.